Previously on Tweeze and Tail.
And when I realized that this man was 110% serious and that I was literally about to be screwed, I started to cry. I've never begged somebody so hard and they told me no so fast. I've never begged a man in my life, period, but I've never begged a man who was just so sure. He was not like, nothing you do right now is going to help the situation, right? I eventually got out of the car because I know probably you shouldn't have done that, but I did because I'm just like, I'm not going to fight with no man about no ride home. So I got out of the car. I'm on the street corner. Wait for me, I'll be back 5 minutes. I'll be back 5 minutes. I called him. Henry, it's been 5 minutes. Where you at? No answer. I called him. Henry, it's been 10 minutes. Where are you? No answer. I call Henry. It's been 20 minutes. Where are you? No answer. My dumb self stood there for almost 30 minutes waiting for this man. No answer. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, okay. Okay. All right, what we gonna do? So I have a Metro card that don't work because I don't got a bus to use it on. I got a phone that's about to die. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Okay, if everybody knows me, I'm not good with directions, so I don't even know how to like walk home. Like, this is not a neighborhood or an area where I can literally just decide to, it's gonna be long, it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna just walk it home. This is not that area. I don't even know how to find my way out of here. And technology, who should be helping me, is about to die. Like, I was really, really, really screwed, to put it very plainly. And I'm saying to myself, okay, all right, Denise, like, what you gonna do? Like, what are you about to do? And so I started to move. I said, I'm gonna just walk. And my phone must have been on like 3%. And I called my mama. I called Mama Gabbard and I said, Mommy, you wouldn't believe what happened to me. And my dumb self, before I even decide to tell her, just come pick me up, I just start complaining. Because here's the thing, I was crying on the phone with her. And she's like, what's wrong? What's going on? Where are you? What's happening? She's very frustrated. She's very upset. And she is basically asking me, why am I crying? So I'm not thinking that I need to tell her, just come pick my phone up to die, just come pick me up. So I'm trying to answer and tell why I'm crying. And in the midst of me crying and explaining the whole situation, my phone literally dies. That's my last lifeline. I can't even call Henry now. I can't even call my mother. Like, it's over. It's over. It's so over. It's so over. Alright, so what are some of those misconceptions that we're going to debunk today? A lot of people think, I mentioned it before, a lot of people think that women don't have chin hair. False. That's not true. That's false. Okay, Google says that more than 12% of the population of females who are of a childbearing age have chin hair. Now, I don't know how much 12% equates to in actual numbers, but that's not one person. It's not 5 people, so that's a good amount of people for us to start open dialogue about it. Okay? Where he dropped me off at, it was a residential area. Like apartments, whatever, houses here, houses there, very scattered, but very, everything was dark, everything was scary. But I had a plan, just walk until you see some sort of light, some sort of, there has to be some business open. I'll explain to them what happened. They'll let me charge my phone. It's all gonna work out. As a female, and it's nighttime, you're alone, you don't really have any type of, no phones to even act like, someone's coming for you, nothing like that. You get paranoid. Because you hear stories of women getting gang raped, women getting kidnapped and sold into sex trafficking. Like, all of these stories are just like running through my head like a treadmill. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get raped. I'm gonna get kidnapped. I'm gonna be like, my mom is not gonna know. The last phone call she gonna hear of me is me crying on the phone talking about how this man done left me astray. I said, not me. I made up in my mind that I was going to see another day. So I kept walking. Eventually, I got to an open, like a local road, a main road, whatever, I guess you can say. And I saw a laundromat. The laundromat was open. I charged up my phone. Called my mom. Finished telling her what happened to me. And she was, why would you trust a stranger? Why would you do that? And then she says, just find a bus. If it goes to Queens, that's fine. I'll pick you up. If it doesn't go straight home, that's cool. Just find a bus to take you to Queens. Once I get to Queens, I can find a bus that runs all night long and I can get home. You know? And I don't think I feel like she was still at work at the time because my mother works very late. Or if she wasn't at work, she was either home at the time and had just been in bed, or she was just like, you gotta figure this out on your own. You know, the little bus app tells you where the buses are near you and how long they're gonna run and, when they're coming next. So I found a bus stop that was a whiles away, but nearby enough for me to walk, right? So once my phone was charged and I was able to figure out what I was gonna do, I had my game plan, find the bus, get home. I left the laundromat, started to walk home, whatever. And then as I'm walking to the bus stop, I can see the distance. As I'm walking there, the bus literally comes behind me. It's behind me, but it's like driving this way. For anyone who takes local transportation, that is like an oh my gosh moment. When if you're walking towards the bus and the bus is literally behind you, coming, that means you gotta run. That means you gotta run. This could possibly be the last bus that's gonna run tonight. And if I miss it, so totally screwed. So I ran. I'm not a runner. By no means. My thighs don't call for that. I am not a runner. But when I tell you I ran for that bus like somebody was chasing me, I ran for that bus. And it's so crazy because I'm just so unjustifiably dramatic. I'm running for the bus, and when I feel that it's close to me, I start to cry. And I was like, no! And I'm running for this bus. I'm like, you're not gonna leave me. You're not gonna do it. And I'm crying and I'm so frustrated. And I get to the bus, and because I think the guy saw me. He was like, oh, I'll wait. So he waited for me because he got there before me, and he waited for me to get there. So I got to the bus, and I got to the little, the booth where the bus driver is, and I'm just I'm crying, I'm sweating, I'm huffing and puffing. I got to that bus in just flushed, just tears, just red, everything. And I'm at this bus stop, I put my little Metro card, and I'm just so emotional. And the guy asked me, are you okay? And I'm just like, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't. So yeah, I ended up sitting down. I'm in the bus, and I'm feeling okay, sense of relief. Oh, it was the N6. I caught the N6. Anyway, I got to Queens. And then from Queens, I was good. So I took the bus home. I was all right. I got home, literally had a whole tribunal with my mom, my sister, and I was in tears telling you don't even understand. And then he was fighting me over the door, and then the bus I had to run. It was a whole mess. It was when I see him at school tomorrow, ooh, he gonna get it. And mind you, up until now, I'm home at this point. I'm home safe and sound. Hasn't even called me. Can you believe that? It's Tweeze and tell, Denise. Tweeze and tell. You gotta tweeze too. So anyway, I'm home now. Mr. Henry is nowhere to be found. He done left. He didn't call me back. When I went to bed that night, I was like, you know what? Tomorrow it wasn't. I was next week when I see him, because it was when you're in college, you have maybe a class 2 or 3 times a week. So it was I think it was the Wednesday, and I had to see him again on Monday. That's when I see the class again. So I was like, you know what? When I see him next week, I'm not even gonna call him. When I see him next week, hey, it's about to be on and popping.
Get your money, man. Life goes on.
I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music.
Monday came around, and I'm angry sitting in my first class yo, just wait till I see Henry. Ooh, it's gonna be on and popping. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be, ooh. And then I got to the class. He wasn't there yet. So I was like, good. So he can walk in and see me angry. So I was sitting there all cool and angry and just waiting for him to come to class. Just watch. Just watch when I see Henry. Just you wait. He tried the wrong girl. He don't know who he messing with, right? All that uppity nonsense. And then he comes into class. And the first reaction, he goes, like you're alive. Like, you should, like, what's up? And he sits down, and I'm still grilling him from the moment he walked in the classroom to the moment he sat down. And I'm just looking at him like, I can't do it now because I'm like, but I was looking at him real angry too, guys. Very, very angry. And I'm just still like, are you serious? And he goes, I called you back. Like, what do you mean? Just going on about a whole bunch of lies. And then he's explaining what happened. And no surprise here. But as he's explained everything that went down, I'm literally like at the brink of tears all over again. Like, he's explaining to me, what happened and this, that, and the third. And I literally was just there like, I went from my hard exterior, which is not very hard to begin with, and I literally just started to cry all over again. I'm just like, are you serious, Henry? Like, why would you? This is why the story is embarrassing, because it just gets more embarrassing and more embarrassing. When I should be cussing him out, I'm over here crying. Like, I just kept asking him, like, why? Like, why? Like, why did all, like, you don't even know what happened after you left me, okay? It was dark, my phone died. Like, do you know how traumatic it is to be talking to your mom and your phone died? Like, that's crazy. And then I had to run for a bus. I'd never run for a bus. Like, are you mad? I went all the way in trying to tell him my whole sorrows. He was a lot more receptive this time around. And mind you, at this point, the whole class is trickling in. You know, the members of the classmates are trickling in, and they're all like looking at us because I'm the crazy black girl balling in the class, and he's the guy like gently patting me on the back like I'm sorry. It really looked like we were literally dating. Like, it looked like we were dated in a relationship, and he got me real pissed off. Like, it looked so crazy. But anyway, yeah, like, I'm crying, I'm bawling, I'm just going crazy. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you leave me there? Like, you don't do that. Like, why? It was crazy. And then the professor walks in as if I needed more attention. And now he makes it a whole big thing in the classroom. Like, are you okay? Like, you need to step outside. Like, what's going on? I'm just like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh my gosh. Just please continue with the class. After that, I told Henry that we can no longer be study partners. I was just like, Henry, I can't be your study partner anymore. I can't trust you. It's just too much. I literally can't. Moving forward, so that's that. That's my Tweeze, and that's my embarrassing tale. Okay? I hope y'all don't ever trust no man like that again. Well, let me not say that, because I'm not trying to say every man's like that. Just don't trust that man. I wish I could tell y'all his name just to give y'all a big old PSA, but I can't do that. I want to, but I can't. But yeah, that's that. And I'll see you next time on Tweeze and Tell with your girl, Denise. I'm tweezing and I'm